All right, so welcome to this week's Unikernel application spotlight. This week we are looking at Let Go. Let Go is a clojure-like Lisp. It's built in Go, so it's pretty fast. It's small. It doesn't take up a lot of memory. You can kind of see the stats that this person points out, like the 10 meg bind, 10 meg binary. 6 milliseconds cold start. That's pretty nice. If you're used to the JVM, taking a minute to crank up. Idle memory is like 13, 14 meg, and the Jinx suite has about 95% coverage. So yeah, all of this just screams turn it into a unikernel. So that's what we did, right? And it has threading, has access to your atoms, obviously recursion, because what kind of Lisp doesn't do recursion, and it has some really cool features. One in particular was this network REPL, which I thought was kind of cool. I could imagine provisioning this as a unikernel in my Amazon account, and when I'm doing like some data intensive tasks, but I want to use clojure, I can just pop into my REPL here and go to town. So this is a pretty cool feature, actually. We're not really gonna show it today, but it's pretty easy to turn on. All right. He also has this ability to output WASM, so if you're in that world, that's something. You can also compile it. So this is a really interesting thing. You can just compile your clojure to a standalone binary. So that makes it even easier to deploy to. We're going to show you running the interpreter, just passing it some clojure itself, but this is also a great little option as well. And then finally, you can embed this. So I guess he jokes that he works at a Go shop, but he really wants to write clojure, and so that's one of the things that he did. And then he's got a few little examples like a TypeScript runtime, a container runtime, stuff like that. This is the GitHub repo, and so this is where you get it. As I mentioned, it's written in Go, and you can get the unikernel package here. So let's go ahead and check it out. I've got a couple examples. We got this fib.lg, so we're just going to do some fib of 5 and fib of 10. You're going to recognize this. It's n-1 plus n-2, recurse down. So we can kind of just run it, right? Let me cut and paste this guy over. And I prepared a fib JSON, so we'll do that first. So it's nothing special. I'm just passing in the file and then setting the args, right? So it boots up, calculates it, and spins back down. Okay, well, that's useful, I guess. If we look at our second example, it's a server. So we can just spawn a little HTTP web server and about 14 lines of clojure, which is pretty nice. We're just going to spin up, list it on 7070, and then we have one request handler right here, and basically, says hello world, right? So let's go ahead and spin that up, server LG. That's not what it is, though. It's config JSON. All right, so you can see that it's listening. And then we're just gonna go ahead and check out. So 001 7070 says hello from Let Go. So this is a cool little project. It fits directly into unikernel use cases, considering its goals, its size. This isn't even stripped, but it's 24 megs. That's the entire disk image that's going to get deployed to Amazon or Google or wherever you host your unikernels. We say just keep posting wherever you're at. And Yeah, it's that simple. He's got some more examples here, and then obviously, so some examples here, but then obviously you can look at the test suite as well. Test suites are always a great place to find examples if you're stuck and you can't like really find your way through docs. Always check out the test suite; it'll enlighten you. But this is this week's Unikernel application spotlight. Running let go, a clojure Lisp VM as a Nanos unikernel. Until next week.